Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to enable users to personalize their app experience. We will learn how users can change their attributes such as name, how they can change and verify their attributes such as an email, and finally, how they can change their password. I am in Next.jS Cognito Auth project in branch 4, Manage Profile Start. The final result of this lesson is in 4 Manage Profile End branch. If you would like to follow along, please clone this repo. The link to the repository is in the description. Now let's switch to the browser to see what we have so far. Right here, I created a profile link. Right? If you click on it, you can see the profile settings where users can update their name, email, and password. So when your user gonna update their name, they're gonna click update name, and there will be message that the name updated or an error message. When user updates their email, there will be a field for the user to insert the confirmation code, right? And the code will be sent to the user's email. And finally, if the user is gonna update password, right? So we're gonna put whatever password we have here, it doesn't matter. And it's gonna say password updated successfully. Obviously, none of these forms work, right? It's just a dummy logic in there. So let's go ahead and see how it looks in the code. All right, let's go ahead and go to the dashboard. And we also have a profile right over here. And this is going to be our profile page. And it has 3 forms: update profile form, update password form, and update email form. So let's go ahead and take a look at those forms. So in the update profile form, we use the form state and we use handle update user attribute action. So we're dispatching that action. And here we have name. And basically we are showing the error or a success message. And we have an update button where we show button disabled if the use form status is pending. Now let's go to update email form. In the same way, we are dispatching handle update attributes, and this handle update attribute is the same as update name, and we're going to have a logic in there to differentiate whether it's a name or email, because if it's an email we need to confirm it, and that's why you have handle confirm attribute. So we are going to be dispatching handle update attribute first to get the email, and then if we have an error, we are done. However, if we have a message that we need to confirm, right, status or confirm the code, so we're gonna collect the code from the user, and we're gonna be using handle confirm user attribute action. Finally, let's go to update password form. Again, we have a handle update password action. And when we dispatching it, right, we're collecting the current password, and then we collecting also new password, displaying error if there is any, or a success message, and then we have an update button right here, again disabled when use form status is pending. All the actions as usual are incognito actions, right? And if we scroll all the way down to handle update password or handle confirm attributes or handle update user attributes, we can see that we have here some dummy implementation that we're gonna update. So in order to communicate to Cognito and use those actions, let's go ahead and do just that, right? So let's go to the very top and we're gonna import a few more functions right here, actually 3 functions and a type from Amplify Auth library. So we're going to have update user attribute, then we're going to have a type update user attribute output where we're going to be checking whether we still need to confirm user attribute or not, and then we're going to have a confirm user attribute function and update password. Let's go back to the very bottom and update those functions. We can just take out handle user attributes and everything below and paste the new code here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the code. So first we have handle update user attribute. And here I'm collecting the name or email. Actually, I'm doing a little bit of a gymnastics here to kind of quasi-validate it, right? If it's empty, I'm not going to be submitting, I'm just returning empty. But if it's not, then I'm going to be submitting, and actually I'm deciding, which attribute key is, whether it's a name or email. There are better ways of doing it in the forms itself, but I don't want to spend time on that because we are really interested in communicating to Cognito rather than validating inputs in the form. Then we have try catch, and we call update user attribute, and we put attribute key and attribute value. There is also function update user attributes in AWS Amplify library. So if you want to update multiple attributes, you can use update user attributes. In our case, I'm just updating one attribute, so I use update user attribute. Then I'm calling handle update user attribute next steps function. And in this function, we check what's the output, right? What's the next step? And if next step is done, right, we just return success. However, if the next step is confirm attribute with code, we're going to return the message that confirmation code was sent, and delivery meeting will be in the email. So it's going to say confirmation code was sent to email. And then we're going to return whatever message we got, either success or confirmation code was sent. However, obviously, if something happens, some issue, we're going to catch an error and console log it and return error, where we're going to check and see if there is error. We're going to show a generic error message again, and there's better ways of implementing that. Next, let's look at the handle update password function. This function is pretty simple, right? We get current password, new password. Again, I'm doing a little bit of a validation. If current password is a new password, I don't have to call update password function, right? If not, we're going to call update password. We put old password, new password, and then we do try catch. If we get an error, we just log it, return string error. If everything goes well, we return success. And again, in the form, there is a logic to display error or success generic messages based on the return error or success. Finally, let's look at a handle confirm attribute function. Again, when we confirming the email, right, with a code, we're collecting the code. If there is no code, we just do nothing. However, if we have a code, we're gonna confirm attribute key, and we know the key is email, right? Sometimes can be phone, so you gotta look at what you confirming. And then we also assign a confirmation code. And again, try catch, console log, return error if it's an error, and return success if everything goes well. All right, let's go and jump in the browser. We'll go to profile page. So let's go ahead and try to change name here. Let's click update name, and name has been updated successfully. Let's go ahead and see if it does persist, right? So let's click on home. Let's click back, and the name did persist. And if we switch to Cognito, we'll go to user pool and check out our users. If we click on here, we can also see that the name has changed. Let's go ahead and update an email. So we'll go in a temp mail. We're going to delete what we have so we can get a new email. Let's go ahead and copy the new email. And then we can go to the profile settings page, and we're going to paste a new email right here. And let's go ahead and click update email. And we should be receiving an email verification code. Let's go ahead and check it. And we got the code. So let's go ahead and click on that. And let's go back and paste it right here. And let's click verify. And it looks like email verified successfully. Unfortunately, I do not remember the password for this user. So let's go ahead and grab this user right here and check if the password is going to work. So let's go to our application. We'll sign out. And now we're going to use a different user to log in. Let's click login. Now we redirect it again to the dashboard. We can go to profile here. There's a different user. Let's try the password. I'm just typing something in there. And then we can click update. Obviously there is an error, but if we use the real password and try to change it, and we got password updated successfully. This is how you can easily enable users to personalize their experience in your Next.js application with Amazon Cognito. So we basically changed attribute that doesn't need confirmation like name. We changed email, and this attribute as well as the phone number needs to be confirmed. So we got the code and we confirmed it. And finally, we changed the user's password. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the final lesson where we will wrap up this tutorial by enabling users to reset their password.